Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and in today's video, we're going to be going over my personal tips and tricks that I use to treat my vertigo. But before I get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to support my channel. I honestly couldn't be doing this without you guys, so thank you so much for watching my videos. I've been wanting to make this video for a while now because I personally know what it's like to have vertigo. I've had it about 4 times in my life, and it's honestly really scary because it comes out of nowhere and you're like, what is going on? The room starts spinning or you start spinning. You start to get really dizzy and nauseated, and you don't know what to do because it can last for days, it can last for months, and it's like, how do I get rid of this? How long is it going to last? And how long is it going to impact my life for? I remember my smallest vertigo episode lasted about like 1 minute and it went away, and then my other episodes that I had later on in life, some of them lasted for 2 weeks and others lasted for 4 months. So today I'm going to tell you my experience with vertigo and what it's like, what's helped me get over it fast, and what also helps with the symptoms, and what vertigo really is, because it is kind of confusing if you've never had it before, and it can be kind of hard to understand because there's many different types. But I'm only going to go over 2 types because I've only had 2 types in my life. The first type of vertigo that I've been diagnosed with is BPPV vertigo. And this is basically when you have those little calcium crystals that get lodged in your inner ear and get all clumped up and start moving around. And basically it makes your inner ear think that you're moving, but you're really not. It can cause you to feel really nauseous and sick and dizzy, and you feel like you're moving or the whole world is moving around you. It can also make you feel really sweaty and nauseated, and you can sometimes even throw up because it gets really bad. You can also have jerking eye movements, also known as nystagmus, which is diagnosed by having your provider kind of do like an Epley maneuver on you when they put your head down in a certain position and they look at your eyes and they tell you to look at one spot, but you don't know your eyes. They're kind of like jerking like this. That usually means that you have vertigo. And that's one of the things I had as well, because basically my eyes were trying to compensate for my inner ear being off, and it was trying to basically stabilize me and make me feel not as nauseous as I was feeling. And the other type of vertigo that I had was vestibular neuritis, which means your inner ear is like inflamed, and it can be usually from like a virus, an infection, or it can even be from like headaches or stress, like just causing that inflammation in your ear. So how I got rid of my BPV vertigo was basically I got diagnosed with it and I was told to do the Epley maneuvers, and I was also told to go to vestibular rehab, but honestly, I didn't have the money for vestibular rehab, so I just did the Epley maneuvers at home. I would do them every morning before I went to work on my couch, and I had to do those, I think it was for like 4 months, and it really helped put those calcium crystals that were all over the place in my inner ear back where they needed to be, so that way they wouldn't be, irritating my ear, making my ear feel like it was moving and telling my brain that it was moving, but I really wasn't. And if you don't know what the Epley maneuver is, I will put a video link that I watched on how to do it, and it'll help you if you're trying to do that to get rid of your BPV vertigo. And then after it finally went away, after 4 months of being sick and having that vertigo, I made sure that I wasn't doing any sudden movements to kind of trigger those crystals to like kind of go into that area again. So what I would do is I would try to not do crazy dance moves or flips or any type of gymnastic type things. And I would also make sure that I wouldn't go on roller coasters or anything like that, because just like those sudden movements, like getting up out of bed really fast or something, would trigger that. So those tips have really helped me with that type of vertigo, and it's helped me keep it away for a long time, which is really good. I haven't had an episode for like a couple years now. For the other type of vertigo, what helped me get over the vestibular neuritis was I got diagnosed with it, and my provider put me on, I believe it was some type of antibiotic, and after they found out that it wasn't an infection, they thought it was like a viral thing. They put me on some prednisone and some other steroids just to get the inflammation down, which really helped. And after that, I was still having them though. So I got an MRI done, and the provider there basically told me that he thought it was from my headaches that I was getting. And I could even be getting the headaches and not even knowing it, and it's just causing that. I just made sure that I got my headaches under control, and I also tried to get rid of a lot of my stress with school and work. Whatever type of vertigo your provider diagnoses you with, just know that Those are my dogs. They're barking up a storm over there. Just know that every vertigo episode is different and there's different types. So make sure you know your type and make sure that they're treating it right. Each one is different and usually they have different time spans, because I remember when I got diagnosed, the first time it was only like a couple weeks and then I was back to work feeling great. The other time it was like 4 months. So don't get upset or discouraged if you're like, when am I gonna get better and how can I treat this so I can get back to work or get back to doing my normal things? And try not to get upset at yourself because it's not your fault. It's literally your body, and just try to do the best you can with it. Another thing I wanted to go over is symptom management. So I had a lot of symptoms with my vertigo, and it caused me to feel not just dizzy and feel like things were spinning and stuff, but it also made me feel nauseated. I felt like vomiting. Sometimes like I didn't even want to move or get out of bed because it makes you feel like you have the flu. Like you don't want to get up and you don't want to do anything. You just want to stay in bed and sleep because that's the only time you don't really feel that sick. I wanted to give you some of my tips and tricks that really helped me not just go back to work, but feel a little bit better and be able to kind of do the things that I do every day and be more active, because I know the symptoms are the worst part and it really does impact the quality of your life. And you may want to do something really bad, like get a homework assignment done or go out with your friends, and you're literally feeling like you're throwing up buckets and you cannot do that. So hopefully these tips will help you with your symptoms and help you get up off that couch and be able to start living your life again until you're finally over that vertigo episode. My first and most important tip is to sit down when you're having a vertigo episode, or lay down, and just focus on one point in the room, something like an object that's not moving, like a painting or something like that. And just sit there until the episode is over. Because if you try to stand and just do your job like normal, you have a bigger chance of falling or just, passing out because you're freaking out. Like, what is this happening? Try to sit down, look at something, just focus on it, and just don't go with the spinning. Just focus on that one object. And then once the vertigo episode is over, then you can start doing what you normally do. But I found that really helps kind of decrease the duration of the episode, so that way you can kind of get back into doing things. My second tip is anything ginger is going to be your best friend. So ginger ale, ginger gum, ginger candy, it's really helpful. And also Zofran, if you get that prescribed by your provider. Zofran really helped me with the nausea and just feeling sick to my stomach. So buy some cans of ginger ale or something like that, and it will definitely work wonders for you. I remember I would just take little cans of ginger ale to work and just sip on them, or I would just chew ginger gum all day. And that just really helped me, because I think at one point they tried to prescribe me meclizine or some type of seasickness medication or something. And I've tried that before and it doesn't work for me. It just makes me really drowsy and my vision gets blurry, so that didn't help me. It might help you, but ginger definitely works for me, and a lot of people use ginger. So if you like ginger, that's good, because it's going to be your best friend. My third tip is try to walk, because the more you lay in bed, the more it's going to be harder for you to be active and do things. And it decreases your body's ability to basically regulate or find balance with your eyes, because that's what's going to probably happen. That's what happened with me. My body tried to regulate my balance by using my eyesight. So I would look at things and just see things, and I would be like, okay, I'm not moving. Walking definitely helps, eating right, drinking water, just making sure that you're keeping active and taking it easy, because it does feel like you're sick a lot of the time. So don't try to stress yourself out with anything. And my fourth tip is always talk to your provider, your nurse practitioner, or your doctor, whoever is taking care of you, and make sure that you know what type of vertigo you have and what are your treatment options, because every vertigo is different, and some people may need to do the Epley maneuver and vestibular rehab. Other people may need to just being prescribed steroids and antibiotics like I was, or just headache management, stress management, all those things. And there's a lot of things that cause vertigo, so it's good to try to figure out, hey, what's causing this and how can we treat it? because everyone's different and there are different causes to different vertigos. But I only wanted to go over my story and what helped me. And I hope this story helps you, because I know when I was going through it, it was really hard and there wasn't a lot of information out there except for my doctor, and I honestly just hope that this video helps you. And I think that's all the vertigo tips and tricks I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to support my channel, and I will see you in the next video. It was nice talking with you guys. Bye.